here, there's this like zip tie that you can remove and reuse. You just have to press here to remove it. I'm gonna put that to the side. This grommet here, as you can see with my hands are. Let me see. There. This is what I'm gonna use to run the radio wires back down. I'm trying to see where exactly am I going to put the radio on. On my other ski, I had it here just for accessibility, I guess, to while I'm riding. I could put it somewhere here, but it's like, it's not really practical because your hands are here. So I might just do it here again. So you can get an idea. Have it here. And then here I can tie up these wires. And here I can tie up these wires to, like, I guess, nice and tight, tape them to here and run them down this way. That's what I think I'm gonna end up doing. Because I might have to put the seat back on. I do definitely want it to be here. Here's pretty simple. I do have this 90-degree Joe Angler that I picked up from Harbor Freight for about 20 bucks. And the drill bit I already have from the last time I did the install on my other jet ski. This is pretty simple. You want to take your time. Always take your time and make sure you do not get carried away with that drill bit, because once the hole is bigger than you need it, it's over. But yeah, then I'm running the cables through here. Mind you, I did do the connection and soldering the cables, so I had to run a lot more cable than usual. Some people opt to do this once the receiver is installed, but I didn't. Then, this is a hassle. This is perfect. We have the fuse here that's accessible to reach if need be. RCA's accessible. But yeah, it's mounted. Here you can see I can access the RCA cables, the fuse right here. I'm gonna run these through here into the ski, and then run all of these wires all the way to the back. As you know, it's what we have. We have power, ground, and the remote to the amp. We'll figure out the amp later, but here you go. Okay, so I ran the cables, obviously off camera. As you can see, a bit of overkill. This is how much I have left, but remember, you want to have more spare than anything else, since you most likely will have to cut and run around the engine. I'm gonna run these marine grade RC cables. Let's see, red, and then this is black. I definitely left enough room here just in case the fuse blows. Same thing. This has to be ran through the same hole here. Obviously, you need patience. A lot of things is being ran through the same exact, how can I explain this? The same exact garment, rubber garment. So this I'm gonna tape around. Probably use the same liquid tape method or some silicone once it's installed and the music is playing. The speakers are gonna go somewhere around in the front, and the speaker cable is going to be ran a little different. So there's no need to think about that right now. But, got it. You can't really push this too hard. I should have thrown some WD-40, but you have to feed it and lightly push. Pull. You wanna have this as probably best to do this and untangle this bad boy as much as you can. It makes it getting through here just a little bit easier. Oh. Seeing, guys, I'm gonna have to get some WD-40 because it's getting tight in there, and matter of fact, I might just have to do it like this. You might just have to, it's a one-man team here, but if you do have somebody to help you, it's easier for you to pull the rubber to the side and you just kind of force feed it yourself. See how easy it is? I'm catching cramps in my fingers, goddamn. This probably was a bit overkill as well. I don't think you need 15 feet, but you do want them to kind of, there you go. It's not like that, kind of just have some wiggle room. You don't want nothing ever to be too tight. Thank you for watching, guys. If you are interested in seeing the rest of the install, stay tuned for part 2. I'm gonna make this a 4-part video, so it won't be too long. Thank you. Peace.